So in fact, we have four different collections. In fact, we mentioned three collections which are decorative, architectural, and other, which are obviously well known. But we have the bespoke side of the business as well, which is the fourth collection for Illeuca that we currently have. The difference in particular for all the collections that we were born individually, but we all grew under the same umbrella under Flos design and vision. So that's why it's been easier for us, probably some other ones and other brands that we started originally for one collection and bit by bit expanded to others. In our case, we grew up together under the same soul. So when we do an approach to a specific market or a specific project, we do it with the same view. That doesn't mean at the end of the day that we're talking about not decorative, not architectural, not outdoor is part of a solution at the end of the day. So we merge together all collections in one. So I think the future won't be longer collections. I think the market is demanding more about a solution which will have a technical approach or a more artistic approach, but all together under an aesthetic that is mandatory, which is obviously more decorative. So my secret from Michael and Anastasia I think is a new niche at the end of the day. It's not just approaching to a specific existing need into the market, it's a new need. So Flos has been very, very commonly approached to just find a solution to existing complexity or problem to the market. I'm referring, for instance, like Arco in 1962, when we did something that we find our solution where we have the black close to the center of the space, and you find out at the end of the day a solution bringing the light into the right place from an environment. So I think my secret is from a low voltage track solutions that are very well known into the market in the last 8 years. We're trying to find an approach which is different. Instead of going into large or massive or minimal solutions, like being the trend into the market, going to minimized solutions tracks, what we're doing today is, why don't we exhibit a track itself? The beauty of the product itself is not just the fixture, it's as well the track itself. When you can envision the copper which is visible, like part of the jewelry, you have all the different solutions and fixtures into the system, which is going to be designing an environment or a kind of organic solution into the ceiling. You can draw anything you want because absolutely organic, is flexible, and then you can have all the jewelry coming from the top. So again, there is something different that doesn't exist into the market, so it's going to probably cover different kind of needs for many applications. Workmates is a whole family that for us is an innovation itself for us, even is bringing something different to the market. So starting from us, we always did an approach to the workspace environment or projects from products that were not originally designed for that application. That obviously had a particularity and aesthetic that could just match into the different needs and design into a workspace, but it was not properly designed with that purpose. So the difference has been, why don't we define the technical needs from a regular office and corporate environments? So that means circadian. We have to have obviously sharp and diffuse lighting. We have to have a lot of control luxes about many different characteristics about UGRs. At the end of the day, we provide a solution which is dedicated and designed specifically for that application. That's the difference in innovation from us. To the market, I think you can see is the most thinnest solution into the market. You might find out different options that will include obviously the technical requirements because it's standardized in the market, but obviously from a different perspective, whereas it's not as the beauty and the design coming out from Flos, which is the thinnest and organic solution into the market. Sustainability is a big word and is a big topic. We normally speak about sustainability. We speak about most of the cases materials and about design. But it's not just that. I mean, sustainability is a lot more than that. It's about the materiality, about the eco-design. It's about as well about the supply chain, about corporate policies as well as and social policies. It's about many, many things. So we've been working for long within Flos in order to with the ESG program in the last few years. So we speak in the scope 1, 2, and 3 in particular for the sustainability. Obviously, we're working for supply chain, which is very flexible, so that it's close to us. So in that sense, that we are allowing to develop local vendors, local partners, obviously optimizing the emissions as well in the scope 1, 2, and 3. But let's go into the more eco-design, where I think everybody's more interested in that sense. So we think and truly believe the sustainability for the eco-design is a mandatory. So every single product we've been designing in the last couple of years has been focused on the sustainability program to be disassembled, to be recycled, using materials that has been 100% coming from recyclable sources. And then you have the options to be using the components that you will need in the future. Examples like Almendra, for instance, which is 100% recyclable material. You can disassemble everything in order to be recycled in the future, to be reusing the materials. Like for instance, the eclectic from the architectural collection as well, with modularity. If something happens in 10, 15, 20 years from now, you can already adjust the component that you're going to need to be replaced, or change the needs into adjustable or fixed versions. So modularity and sustainability currently is on our soul. So I don't think it's the future, it's already the present.